And welcome back. It is 4:45 on your Monday morning after some big storms yesterday. Things a lot quieter this morning as you get out the door. Taking a look at radar, there's a few isolated showers. You can see one down towards Shell Beach, Wyclowski, and then across the area, nothing that's really heavy. As you can see, most of the radar is quiet. So we're doing good. One thing I want to mention you might notice is some smoke, and you might smell it too. I'm not sure exactly what fires these are coming from or if it's from overnight fires, but there's an inversion, which means the air just right above the surface is fairly warm. It's a little bit cooler here at the surface, so as that smoke rises, it can't get through that warmer air mass that's just above us, and that's why you have this thin layer. So there is some smoke out there. There's maybe a little bit of fog too, but you may notice that smell early this morning. 60s and 70s on the board, 77 at the lakefront. Look at our current temperature in Slidell at 72. Houma, you're checking in at 70, and the winter is usually down along the Gulf this morning. I say winter, the warmest spot. 80 degrees in Grand Isle. The Gulf is sitting at about the low 80s, so not too surprising there. And you do have a few upper 60s, 68 in Macomb to 69 in Gonzales. Where we're headed today, we'll be in the mid to upper 80s, not as hot as yesterday because we've got more storms in the forecast, and I do think we will have widely scattered storms throughout the afternoon. So if you got outdoor plans, just know there's probably going to be some rain. If you're on the boat this morning, doing okay. East wind, not much rain out there. This afternoon, though, watch out for the storms. Notice southeast winds anywhere from 10 to 15 knots, but not too much of a chop. Only about 1 to 2 feet. Rain chances are going to stay fairly high over the next couple of days thanks to an upper level low spinning just to our south. That coupled with the heat and humidity, we're going to see storms fire up each and every day. So it really is just classic summertime weather here. Hot, humid with a few storms around. This is around 11 o'clock. Here come the storms. Notice firing up, especially south of the lake. And then as we get into the late afternoon and evening, a lot of it starts to wind down, and we just rinse and repeat and do this all week long. Tomorrow could have a few showers Tuesday morning, and then scattered storms possible Tuesday afternoon as well. Now, who gets the rain? That's always the big question this time of year, and it's virtually anyone's guess. So if you do have plans, just know you should have your rain gear with you. I tell you what, we need the rain. I was on a walk yesterday, walking on the grass, and it was crunchy and brown. It's not something we often see down here, but we could use a drink of water out there. We are starting to see drought starting to encroach on parts of the area. Just a moderate drought, but certainly something we typically don't see in the month of June, which is usually one of our wetter months. And take a look at this. Going back all the way through January, we've been running in the hole for the past 6 months. Not very often that we have 5 months in a row, and now 5 in a couple days, of below average rainfall. And we've had it every single month. So if your plants have been struggling, if your yard's been struggling, that is why. We're nearly 11.5 inches below average when it comes to rainfall. So we could use a little rain. Now, of course, when you get more rain this time of year, it comes with the strong storms or a tropical event. The good news is there's nothing out there in the tropics that we're going to be tracking this week. I don't think we're going to have any issues. And if you missed it, Arlene formed at the end of last week. So we've checked Arlene off the list, and Brett is our next name for the 2023 hurricane season. Brett is not on the horizon, at least for now. There's your 7-day forecast. It's going to be plenty warm. We'll stay in the upper 80s with higher rain chances the next couple days, but then the 90s heading into the end of the week with a few